Hi my souls, welcome to your weekly horoscope tarot reading where I break down the next week's energy. There is timestamp down below, so if you want to see a specific date or a specific message, that will be there. Forgive me if I'm not as excited. It's not you. I promise it's not you. It's me. We're entering Scorpio season and it is kicking my butt right now, okay? And as always, we do always have something to drink, to sip on, whether you are having your morning coffee, energy drink, whatever it is. I have my mate as always. Now I have this selenite crystal. It is for protection. We take protection, spiritual protection here very seriously. So I do have a candle going back there. I have this beautiful new candle. It has La Virgen de Luján, which is a province in Argentina. It's a church. Oh my goodness. I also have this giant monster on my face. Oh my God, I just touched it. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I am going to be giving you guys your angel message, but I kind of switched it up. Instead of like what energy the angels are helping you with, we're going to get a direct message from your angels. We're going to get you your spiritual guidance. We're going to break down what your crystal energy is for this week. And I think that is all. So we are going to, actually, I did not get a card for like the general weekly energy. We usually get a little advice card before we go and jump into the week. So let's actually do that right here, right now. All right, let's get into it. And if you are new here, my name is Soledad. I'm a psychic. I channel angels and spirit guides to help you get back on your most aligned path. And I am super excited to give this reading to you guys because we have been on a roll as well. Okay, and I did not want to break our streak. We have a streak, you guys. Every week I've been showing up and you guys have been showing up, and it's just been such a beautiful synergy, energy, vibes. So yeah, we're in it. We're here. We're doing our best. We're showing up where we can, even if we're not 100%. We're still showing up with excitement and passion and all those things. All right, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, you guys. I also did take some channeled notes here, what I call automatic scripting. So if I look down, I'm probably looking at that. Or sometimes I'll like channel and I'll trance and I'll look down at my cards. I don't know if you've noticed that. Let me know in the comments if you noticed that, because me and my editor were looking back at the footage and we noticed that. So and don't forget to give this video a like. Subscribe if you end up liking this, because like I said, I do this every week and I am actually super committed in showing up every week. All right, let's get you some messages here. Oh, that card popped right off. One moment. I'm actually so excited for you. We have the success card coming through. It's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. Period. Okay, we were just talking about showing up passionately. This is amazing. This is actually the perfect card to come out for the weekly energy, like the vibes, because the energy I was channeling for you guys is almost like a phoenix rising coming out of the ashes. If you've been keeping up with the last week's energies and the week before that, you know that y'all have been in the weeds. We have been in the weeds as a collective. And so it's so important for you to know that it is all going to be worth it. And this transformation that we're stepping into, that we're honestly evolving out of, something I don't really hear a lot of people talk about is like the butterfly phase. You are in your butterfly phase. You've like shaken your way out of the cocoon, and now you are learning how to navigate the world with this new energy that you're bringing to the table, with your new body, with your new mindset, you know, with these new enthusiasms, passions, dreams, ideas, all these things that we've been striving to without some people, without some things, right? Because you're no longer a caterpillar, you know? So you're learning how to navigate the world that you already have been living in, just in these new ways, and without some things that we didn't really need, but now we're just realizing, you know. So there can be some loneliness coming through as well. Like we'll talk about that, because that actually comes through in the weekend portion. But right now I kind of want to jump into Monday's energy, and then we'll go into Monday, Tuesday. So let's get into that. You know what's actually crazy before we get into that? So when I was grabbing those cards, I grabbed a bunch of other cards from different decks, and then this card from the deck we just used was there too, and it's the passion card. I thought it'd be significant, so I'm going to read it to you. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. So Spirit is actually letting you know that right now you are safe to follow your heart, to follow what makes you happy, to follow what excites you, your passions, and you will succeed. Even if it feels like you're failing, you're actually learning and you're building that foundation for you to really move forward. And yeah, it's a foundation for a successful future. Okay, I love that for you. I really do. Anyways, I just needed to say that. And also, we normally get 2 cards for the week, so I was kind of surprised you only got the 1, but now, you know, we got the 2. We did it. We got the 2. So for Monday's energy, we do have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is all about a direction. So there's something that you've been planning, there's something that you've been brewing up, and this is kind of like keep going energy. This is the energy of maybe there will be a new direction, but that's okay. We're adjusting and we are persevering, okay? And with that energy, we do have the Seven of Coins, and the Seven of Coins is a persistent energy. This is the person that's like, knock, knock, it's me again, okay? Like that salesperson that will not give up. They're just making their rounds and they're there every week and they're gonna like check every door. And so that's literally this energy is kind of like, okay, we have this new direction, we've been planning, this is the inspired action we want to take. And then the Seven of Coins, that Tuesday energy is taking that action, okay? So with Monday, we may be evaluating, we may be making sure that we're on the right direction, but then on Tuesday, we're right back into it. We're taking inspired action. We're continuing the flow. I feel like this collective that we're tapping into, you've been building a lot of momentum for yourself. So this is like not the time to stop. This is the time to solidify this momentum because the ball is about to get rolling really quickly. Okay, things are about to start moving. This is a week of movement for you. You're kind of paving the way for that. But then after you pave your way, you have your pavement already set there. So you can move forward effortlessly, right? I also want to emphasize that you may see some initial rewards to your efforts. And so Spirit is saying, like, don't let that stop you. You have to keep going because this is just like the sprinkling, right? Or the hose theory, right? When you ask for something, the universe, it's like when you're starting off the hose in your backyard and the water just comes out like a stream, but it's like very little, right? It's like just sprinkles of water and everything. But then, you know, eventually the pressure catches up and it's flowing out to the point where you might need to dial it back a little bit. You're not going to stop it because you still need to water, you know, the grass or whatever you're using the hose for, but you might need to dial it back. So that's what's kind of happening right now. So don't let the small little win successes kind of pause you or make you quit altogether. Like, okay, I got this. No, there's more to gain. Okay. And there's, especially with the Seven of Coins, I want you to know that holding on is important because there's a sloth here. There's a sloth for a reason. Sometimes we are on the come up and it takes time. So this is about slow changes leading to big wins in the future. You're planting the seeds, you're watering your seeds, and eventually one of the seeds is going to sprout up. Okay, that's literally what is happening right now with your manifestations. And then I also am sensing that there's going to be a small change that is going to lead to big success. So don't give up just yet, and just know that the Monday and Tuesday, when you see this, right? So Monday and Tuesday's energy is going to really set you up. It's like you're climbing up so that you can start running, right? You're walking so that you can run. We're not crawling anymore. That was last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks has been a lot of releasing energy. This is solidifying the momentum that we've built for ourselves. Okay, let's go into Wednesday's energy. Wednesday, we have the Queen of Wands, and then Thursday, we got the Tower. So altogether, I'm seeing that you are staying patient, you are staying persistent, you are honoring your slow but steady gains, and you're really showing up differently, and people are noticing. The Queen of Wands is confident, independent. You know, the Queen of Wands is creative, takes inspired action. I want to say go-getter, but at the same time, the Queen of Wands can be a bit inward. Like, she's going to think before she answers. She's really going to analyze. She's really good at reading energy. So I feel like your energy is changing and people are noticing. And the Tower card is here. So this is powerful energy coming together. It's like the Tower is really solidifying the changes in your world. And like all of these manifestations, all of these things that you've been trying to manifest into your life. Sorry if I said manifestation so much, okay? Don't take a shot every time I say manifestations because you're gonna be real drunk by the end of this, okay? But with the Tower, it's almost like the old is crumbling away and universe is meeting you halfway. So if you've been really wanting something, the universe is like, okay, you've done enough. We're going to come in and we're going to help bring about miracles. We're going to help get you closer. We're going to show you why those things needed to be let go of, why you're doing great now. And like, you know, if you want to, you can pick up the pieces and continue living your old life. But this is about rebuilding for a stronger, better future. The foundations you were on were kind of wobbly, right? Like they weren't the best. That's why you needed to tear that down. And the universe is just like, oh, by the way, like I know you're really tired of like tearing everything down on your own, we got you. We're going to speed track this. So the Tower, even though a lot of people get scared of it, this is actually a fast track to a more solidified, a better, newer version of what you've been wanting. And it's really going to manifest in the 3D. So by Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to start seeing clues and just the way that people treat you, the way that you start to see the world is really changing. I'm seeing also black cats are significant, and black cats are protection. They have healing properties, and they're also very intuitive. They can see things that we cannot. So if you are attracted to maybe going a little bit more inward, crown chakra activations have been really significant in the collective lately, especially for divine feminine energies. Or if you're trying to heal your divine feminine roots, that's been coming up. So that's just something that's really significant. You may want to look into those symptoms and see if that's something that will help you. But the crown chakra is almost like intuitive messages, ideas, energies. You're connecting with your conscious and the conscious of the collective as well, right? With the Queen of Wands energy, you are shocking people on Wednesday, okay? People are starting to see the light that you know you have inside of you. You're allowing your light to shine out into others. You're taking inspired action. You're following what gives you happiness, what brings you joy and peace and love. You're following your passions, and so the riches, the manifestations are all coming in towards you, and you're actually able to see that. So I really love this confident mindset shift energy for you. So keep taking that inspired action, keep following what makes you happy, and the Tower is just crumbling away anything that needs to be crumbled away. Okay, so this is also a big energy for truth, because we're entering Scorpio season, like I said, and Scorpio season is all about truth and transformation. So the Tower is really going to start showing you some truths that maybe you weren't ready to see, or maybe you already kind of peeped that was going to come up. Okay, but it's just being shown in your face. You can't unsee what you've seen after the Tower. This is really like building that momentum again and leading up to, honestly, some really crazy things coming in. So you guys come back to me during, the week and leave me comments of things that have happened to you and how this is all resonating. And one last thing before we move on into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's energy is that the Queen of Wands is very protective. So universe is asking you to really protect your energy this week as you're stepping into your light, because others are going to try to take it. They're going to try to bring you down. They're going to feel uncomfortable, and that's okay. That's not a you problem. That's a them problem. You are not going to sit here and start regulating other people's emotions and start changing yourself. No, this is no people-pleasing tendencies, okay? We really are working on that this week. All right, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I usually do all together. However, this week, Friday came out on its own, and then Saturday and Sunday came paired together. So we're gonna just do Friday right now, and then we'll do Saturday and Sunday's energy. So for Friday, we actually got the Four of Wands. This is about celebration. This is a milestones card. So again, you're really seeing the needle being moved in whatever trajectory you're on right now, right? Whatever goals you're trying to reach, whatever skills you're manifesting or working on, all of these things that you've been really putting in the work and building that momentum, you're really starting to see bigger rewards. You're starting to see the bigger picture. You're starting to see what you're stepping into, what the next steps are. Life is unfolding for you. Now, the Four of Wands is also a card of events, weddings. So you may get invited to a wedding, you may get proposed to. That's a possibility for sure. But with this general energy, I'm just seeing you moving forward in areas that you felt stuck in, but you were really working towards, right? Things that you've been pouring yourself into, things that are bringing you, things that light your heart on fire. Okay, could be relationships, career, could be many things, right? We're looking at a transformation. And again, like the butterfly example, the caterpillar didn't just transform its legs or didn't just get wings, right? It had a full transformation. And that's what's happening with the collective right now. You're going through a full transformation. Think of the cocoon as a portal that you're stepping into. This is also a card of stability. And it's like you're taking the steps forward, everyone can see, and there's going to be reason for you to celebrate. So you may also be planning some type of event or some type of vacation with this energy. You may be feeling more comfortable to take some time for yourself, to really, I hate using the word celebrate again, but it's almost like rejoicing, right? Rejoicing in the things we've done. And this is very positive, high vibe energy for you. And maybe there is something that you're looking forward to, because as we're moving into Saturday's energy, we have the Knight of Swords cards coming through, the 5 of coins and the 10 of coins. So I definitely feel like there is something for you guys. Let's actually just, let me give you a general energy and then we'll go into the individual cards and what they can mean. And then we're going to do our crystal cards and our spiritual guidance, plus our angel messages. So we still have plenty for you to watch and plenty of more messages coming through, even though we're getting towards the end of the week. Let me know how you guys are liking it so far. If you are liking this, please don't forget to share this with somebody that you feel like needs to hear it. There's a lot of positive messages coming through, and sometimes we just need that little bit of encouragement. This whole week has been about taking steps forward, right? And you're being led to a much bigger purpose, to a much bigger win, gain, whatever you want to call it, right? But there is a small step back here. And that's where you got to keep going, keep that persistence going. There may be some concerns about health. There may be some concerns about your financial stability. Nothing that you can't heal, nothing you can't work through, and nothing that is going to take you completely off this whole momentum that you've been building, right? The Knight of Swords, let's actually get deeper into that because I'm being called to just go into it right now. But the Knight of Swords, one, air travel. So there could be an event that you've been looking forward to, right? If we're pairing the Four of Wands, we're going back there with the Knight of Swords. So maybe you're planning a trip, maybe you're booking a flight, there's air travel coming through. But the Knight of Swords is somebody that is very clever, witty, that is very determined to uncover the truth. So remember how we had that Tower energy and the Queen of Wands and this whole new direction and consistency? Yes. It's all tying back up. So there's like this fundamental truth, or this truth about the world that you live in and how you show up for yourself, that you're so determined to chase, that you're so determined to show off, that you are so determined to uncover within yourself and about situations and life in general. So even though the Knight of Swords can talk about conflict and sudden changes, it is a card of movement. So we're moving forward here. It's actually the determination, and like honestly, knights are messengers as well, but the Knight of Swords is the fastest. It's like lightning changes are happening, right? And it's because you've put in the work and the effort. So if you see things sort of changing in your life, or if you see things start pouring into things you've been working on, that's the Knight of Swords energy, okay? But then we also have the 5 of coins, and the 5 of coins is again that worrying energy, that, oh, I need, maybe, you know, maybe you have to change your jobs, or maybe you're starting off a new project, or you're taking a bit of a risk here, or maybe you haven't been feeling the best. Your health has been on the back burner because you've been so focused on your career, your relationships. So this is kind of like centering us, like, okay, we need to make sure that we are following these things and that we are setting ourselves up for success instead of allowing these failures to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is nothing to really worry about. It's just things that we're noticing and we're keeping our awareness on. It can even signify a small step back. In the moment, it might feel like a big thing, but in the grand scheme of where you're going and where you're being led to right now, it's actually going to be a small step back, and it's almost like you're going to be shown that the small step back was actually propelling you to a more stable, prosperous, abundant future. It's like you're setting the roots for yourself, because we do have the 10 of coins, and the 10 of coins is that girl, okay? The 10 of coins is that bitch, okay? The 10 of coins is you are finally getting everything that you wanted, right? You're closing out a cycle, but you're stepping into a beautiful, prosperous, like, or not cycle, I guess, like future, right? Because we're always coming in and out of cycles. But the 10 of coins specifically is about having that strong foundation. It's about stability. It's about security. And this can mean different things for different people, right? The weekend is really going to help us, is really going to encourage us to question, what does security mean to you? What is making you feel secure? And specifically with career money, there's a big thing with the 5 and 10 of coins, is what amount of money is really going to make me feel secure? It's really going to make me feel abundant, loved, right? Why am I worried about these things that are coming through? Why am I working so hard towards this thing? So that's a big theme for the weekend. And I'm going to get you your angel message before we get into the crystal cards and the spiritual message. So your angels want you to take a quiet retreat. This also kind of goes back to that planning of vacation, whatever it is, you're signed to not cancel it and to actually go through with it. And it says it's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So your angels really want you to go inward, okay? And to really get real with yourself, okay? Get real with yourself. there's a truth inside of you that you are determined to uncover, right? With that Knight of Swords energy, you just need to give yourself that time for the answers to come. Sometimes we focus so much on something, we're putting up all this resistance, we're holding on to something so much that we really just need to let go. And then as we're letting go in that process, we actually focus better. Or once we're able to find time to focus on that thing, that problem again, the solutions, the answers, they come to you a lot quicker because you gave yourself that time to process, right? Biologically, we need time to process and to think intuitively as well. I just wanted to throw that out there for some of you that maybe are holding on to something or working on something and just not finding that solution. Maybe it's time to just hold off on that for a moment, focus on something else, and then come back to it with a clear mind. Okay, we have a lot of green energy with the crystal cards. Okay, we got Peridot. I'm sorry, I know I'm pronouncing that so wrong. I'm so sorry, you guys. Please teach me in the comments. But we have Emerald and Amber. I'm actually kind of embarrassed because I did have a client, a tarot reading client a while back, teach me how to pronounce that word, Peridot. I'm so sorry, I'm so bad at that. Guys, English is not my first language, and especially not French. I think this is a French word. Honestly, I don't know, maybe I'm butchering this, but I'm not going to go too deep into the crystals individually because we got 3 crystals, okay? But I am going to put some stuff in the description box so that you guys can know more about these crystals and go a little bit deeper if you so wish to work with these crystals this week or to go and purchase any of these crystals. I'll also have my Amazon storefront with my crystal list there. You don't have to use it, and I do make a small commission from any item that you buy from that list. It is an affiliate link, so I just want to be open and honest about that. It is a great way for you to support me outside of watching these readings, but it's just a resource. Honestly, I just grab my crystals from my local crystal shop. I've had crystals gifted to me, so it's not a must, but it's there for you if you want it. Okay, so let's start off with the green crystals because that is heart chakra energy. And what have we been talking about this whole time? We've been talking about following our passions, okay? And our passions, what is making our heart come to life? I don't even know if that made sense, but you know what I mean. And so this is heart chakra energy working directly with your crown chakra. So you may be seeing symptoms of heart chakra awakenings, especially the divine feminine collective. We've been seeing a lot of that as well. And so we have well-being, attracting money, good luck charm, heart, healing heartbreak, healing past lives, recovery, unconditional love, and beauty. Yeah, so finding time for recovery is important because then you can't show up 100% if you're not, finding time to really give yourself that quiet retreat, right? That clarity, that pause, that peace moment. But there's a lot of healing energy coming through. Sometimes, when you work out, for example, and you start incorporating a really good routine for yourself. It's a doable amount, you're going 2 or 3 times a week, every week to the gym, and all of a sudden you start getting all of these emotions. You start dreaming about the traumas and things that you were like, what the heck? I thought I let this go, or I thought I buried this. Why am I remembering this right now? It's because the body remembers. And so all of a sudden you're releasing these stresses, you're moving your body, and you're removing these emotional blocks. Yes, but now you're having to deal with them as well, right? You're having to process them. And so that's kind of the healing energy. You can apply that to anything. Whenever we're in movement, we're not realizing the things that we're healing and uncovering, and that our mind and our souls are processing later on. So don't be surprised if you've been working towards something, if you've been working out more, if you've been focusing a lot on a certain project, right? Or changing something in your life, that all of a sudden you start getting these emotional outbursts, or you start getting these dreams, or you start wanting to journal, or you start getting these bouts of anxiety and things like that. It's coming through for a reason. It's because you're finally unlocking them and processing them so that they can be released. It's not about continuing to ignore them or numbing yourself, right? You may be tempted to escape or to do things that you used to do to numb yourself, right? But this is not the time to do that. This is the time to heal and to work through these things. Okay, so that's the energy coming through for that. And then we have the amber with harmony, home protection, calm, and attracting love. So if you guys are attracting career success and loving relationships, let me tell you that this is coming through for y'all. There's this harmonious energy that your soul has been craving, that this collective I'm picking up on has been craving, and it is coming through for y'all. So that is what the crystals wanted you to know. Let's actually see what your spirit guides want you to know. We have the gem. I am so excited for this. Somebody could be Gemini because I'm just all of a sudden getting Gemini, so that could be significant for somebody. But I'm also getting this energy of like sometimes you feel like you have to switch up. Like maybe you're one way within yourself and you feel a certain way, but then around other people you feel like you have to put this mask on or this armor and you can't show your feelings. And with the gem, it almost feels like you feel so misunderstood. You feel like you're this light, like you have all these ideas and you're just taking care of others, and you're surrounded by people who are either draining you emotionally, maybe unintentionally, right? Maybe they have good intentions, but you're not allowing them to take care of you. You're not allowing healing energy to come in. So this is almost like maybe you're being surrounded by too much of your own dark thoughts, your own dark feelings, right? And by darkness, I mean like, negative, like maybe you're angry or you're too prideful or you're being too egotistical on something, or you are desiring something too much. That can also be a lower vibration. This is actually stuff that I talk about in my Divine Feminine program, and that's why it's kind of like at the forefront, because it's something that we've been really going deeper into. But anyways, let's actually read more about the gem. Let's get the book out. The gem is the 56 archetype, and it's on page 177. Why are 7s and 1s coming through? Is that a number that you guys are seeing? Let me know in the comments. Actually, can anyone put like what 177 angel number is? Because I feel like that's a significant message coming through for us today. So anyways, the gem, the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly, deep in the earth, amid pressure and darkness. Literally, haven't we been talking about the cloud of darkness around you? How we've been putting a lot of pressure on ourselves and like following our passions. But it's difficult to want to strive for success. It's difficult. It's not an easy road. Most of the time, we don't even know what the road looks like. We're paving it as we're going along, Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Well, did I not just say how there is no map? We're just paving it as we go along? Okay. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but to seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. Yeah, it's about keep going. Okay, things are going to start coming up. We deal with it, but we keep going. Okay, so when in the light, this card talks about being unique, shining, generative, irreplaceable. In the dark, it can talk about grasping, greed, envy. Okay, we have in mythology, the diamond is often linked to the diamond, or inner light that leads us towards our true self, our purpose, our destiny. I love that. That's so beautiful. You are being led towards a higher purpose, a greater purpose, towards your destiny. You're already on your path of destiny. I'm not going to lie. I hate when people are like, find your destiny. It's like, no, you're already kind of living it, right? Like you're already on it. But we're going to feel closer to it. We're going to feel closer to ourselves and our soul and what we came here to do. And that's what I see the collective is moving into. If you did resonate with this, I highly recommend, especially with this Queen of Wands energy, I just posted a twin flame reading. I'll put it here, wherever it is. And it talks highly about the Queen of Wands energy, and we go deeper into that. And it's more of a love reading. So even if you're not in a twin flame connection, it could be like a soul connection thing. So I'll leave that there if you want to go watch more videos. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe, because I make these weekly general tarot reading horoscope updates every week. Okay, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Your energy's been so lovely. So thank you for showing up for us this week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.